And good Monday morning, everybody. It's day 3 here at Classic in the Country, and seated to my left from Michigan State University, it's Jeff Whymer. Jeff, thanks for taking the time to join us.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on.
Jeff, you're the recruiting coordinator at Michigan State. He's here for, obviously, recruiting players here at Classic in the Country, a great field this year. Jeff, to start out with, let's talk about Michigan State a little bit. Talk about your program. Down here in Central Ohio, we hear a lot about the Buckeyes. We don't hear so much about Michigan sports, so talk about the Lady Spartans a little bit.
Yeah, we played at Ohio State yesterday, and it worked out well. There's one of the best events in the country happening real close by, so I stayed in Ohio and did some recruiting today for a great field of games going on today.
Absolutely, and at Michigan State, you come down to an event like this to recruit players. Talk about what are you looking for? What kind of players are you here to recruit?
Yeah, so I worked for Coach Freilich for 5 years at Bowling Green, and we're in our first season at Michigan State, and we're 12-4, and we're playing the similar style to how she's had been successful at Ashland and then at Bowling Green. So we really try to obviously recruit the best players in the country now at Michigan State, but also kids that fit our style and high IQ, good passers, versatile players that can play multiple positions.
Yeah. And talking to a lot of coaches here this weekend, one of the things that I hear a lot, this Ohio, Michigan area, this region's kind of considered one of the top 5 areas in the nation for girls basketball.
Yeah, well, traditionally, I think Ohio's had a great amount of mid-major players to McDonald's All-Americans to just it's just a tradition-rich state in sports in general, right? So like people that care about sports and they're invested in their high school programs, and it's a great place to recruit.
And so you talk about Robin Freilich. We'll bring that up a little bit. Of course, you followed her to Michigan State from Bowling Green, where she was at for 5 years. Her being at Bowling Green, she knew this area very well for her tenure at Ashland. Recruited some Highland players of her own here in her time. So talk about what it's like with Robin.
Oh yeah, she's great. She's a leader that I feel like has done a great job maximizing our roster, and I think kids love playing for her. She will hold them accountable while also like making it fun too. It's a fun style of basketball, so it's a style of basketball that kids are attracted to.
Well, and looking at a coach like Robin, she's had success everywhere. She's won that national championship at Ashland, just done an outstanding job there. So, that has to be attractive to players that you're talking to through the recruiting process.
Yeah, you're right. She's won everywhere she's been, and she's just got a great energy. She's innovative. Like in this era of college basketball is constantly changing.
Yeah.
She's really smart and creative and works really hard to navigate the whole process.
And that's an interesting point you bring up. We see changes even at the high school level year in, year out. What has the game evolved into at the college level from, say, maybe what it was 10 years ago from today?
Yeah, I don't know really what to say about the Big Ten, but just college basketball in general is old right now, right? With the transfer portal and then the COVID year. So most teams they're just old. They're veterans. We have a lot of kids on our team that are in their 4th, 5th year, and we have a kid in her 6th year that got the COVID year, and so right now it's hard for kids right now playing in high school to just step in and play right away in college. And I'm sure it'll cycle back through, but right now college basketball is a real experienced game.
It is, and so another good point on that. You talk about the transfers and the portal. You being the recruiting coordinator, what has that done to your world? Has it made the recruiting process easier, harder? What's that been like?
Yeah, at Bowling Green, we always added a kid here and there from the transfer portal that was filled a specific need,
right,
and just fit how we played. And most of the time, we knew the kid too from the first time recruiting them. And just you're always. This is one of the cool things about coaching college basketball is you're building a team, and you got to have personalities that fit, and also style of play that fits too, right?
Absolutely.
So we're always looking for ways to upgrade our roster. Yeah.
Yep. And the last question for you here: when you come to an event like this, you're in a gymnasium filled with college coaches wanting the same players you do.
Yeah.
How do you get a step ahead of your competition in your world?
Yeah, I think it's one of the things Coach Freilich does a really good job of building relationships and identifying the kids where we want. We don't recruit 60 kids. We hone in on the kids that we like and the kids that fit, and try to get to know them the best and show them what we have and the things that matter. It's not we got this facility and we get this Nike gear or whatever. We're more hey, these are the things that matter every day.
Right.
And I think it's worked.
Yeah, and in our experience with Robin being around this area for a while, one thing we know about her, she promotes a family atmosphere in that
she
environment.
Does. Mm-hmm. Yeah, her family's always around, and they're an extension of our team. It's the kids, they're her children love our players, and they love them, and they're around a lot. They get to travel with us.
Well, Jeff, I would think that and that goes a long ways towards bringing some of these young ladies to a place. A lot of these young ladies, they're leaving home. They're going 500 miles away from home. They need that family environment.
Yeah.
That's a pretty awesome thing that you guys are able to provide.
Yeah, it is. It's cool. It's refreshing. It also keeps the energy good in the gym, and it's it's a good perspective to have. Like Coach Freilich she's a great coach, but she's a mom, and she can do both. They're intermixed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, this is good stuff. We appreciate not only your time being here, but being here Classic in the Country. We love talking to you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your time here. I hope you find a lot of talent to take back to Michigan.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate
Jeff,
it.
thanks for joining us. Appreciate you very much.
Thank
That's
you.
Jeff Whymer, the recruiting coordinator at the University of Michigan State. It's Day 3 Classic in the Country. I'm Troy Fritz, back with more after this.